to another exciting episode of Haunt Talk. I'm Kim, this is Josh. Today we are going to be doing a review on Carnage Haunted House in Columbus, Ohio.
Mm-hmm. This is their second year of operation, so they're still a fairly new haunt. The location's a little bit strange. It's kind of like just behind some storage sheds. But, don't judge a book by its cover because this place was pretty impressive overall.
Considering it was built in 3 months.
Yeah, 3 months outside of like 1 or 2 scenes, I think he said.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. This place had like just so much stuff. There was no dead space, I have to say that. Like, you just kept going into scene after scene, and they were just super elaborate. And they actually had a thing that was like an Easter egg hunt thing. And they wanted you to find movie props and stuff in all this other stuff. But it was like so hard because there was just so much going on that I kind of forgot about it because I was so engrossed in the haunted house itself. I only found one actual movie prop, but the scenes were just, they were great. Yeah, they were really, really, really cool.
While we're on that, we're just going to go ahead and just start talking about the sets and props. Like she said, it was really, really amazing. A lot of the scenes too were really inventive, which I enjoyed. Like there was a barber shop with a barber that likes to scalp people. So there's actual scalps on the floor just laying around. You kind of had to like walk around and stuff. I thought was really neat. There's a giant like fat. I can't remember if it was a fat lady or a fat man, and it's supposed to smell so bad. There's air fresheners all over the place. You talk about the dollhouse?
There was an attic scene that had all these like creepy dolls in it, and some of them were alive, so to speak. Mm-hmm. There was also a room that had a really cool dollhouse in it. Like, this dollhouse was done up to look like haunted house scenes in this little dollhouse. So whoever did that, props to you for making a mini haunted house in a haunted house. Right. That was cool.
Which also was cool is she's talking about so there's the dollhouse that's an actual like dollhouse made, and then like after that is when you go into the scene of the dollhouse.
Yeah. There's
a cool like bayou scene type of thing with maybe like the swamp.
Yeah.
Like there's a cool like introductory thing. There's a swamp, which I've seen other haunts do it where they kind of put the fog and the lasers, so it kind of looks like you're walking through water. But this one did it really effectively. It was really cool the way it was done. Some real good scares in there. Just a ton of cool and unique scenes. And they also kind of played with terrain a little bit, which was nice. So there's a little bit more than just like completely even floors. Not that much, but there's a couple spots. Just a lot of really cool props like that. There's this thing on the wall, which I had no idea there was even a person in. I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like this mask that was growing on the wall with a face in it, and there's actually a person in it, and it was really creepy. Like, this thing just kind of going, help me, and you're like, oh god, that's grotesque.
Yeah.
That was really cool, though.
They also had, in the butcher scene, they had rotating meat hooks with a variety of meats on them.
And some of my favorite gore I've actually seen in a haunt was here. There's this like scene where there's kind of like this person like kind of doing surgery or whatever on a corpse, and like the goop. I mean, she's pulling her hand up and it's just like sticky, disgusting goop, and she's just kind of slopping it around. It was nasty. I was really impressed with how detailed this place was, just top to bottom. Just there's even like a blackout type maze thing in this place, which I usually don't like, but I even thought that was designed really well.
They had actors in there that were like really well put, and they like kind of taunted you, and they actually lured us into a dead end, which they had set up into like a little like area, which I thought was pretty funny. But like the actors were all dressed in like black, and you couldn't see them, and they just were like taunting you as you're walking through this thing. It was actually really effective and really fun.
Yeah. But scoring wise for this, we gave sets and props a 9.5. Really, really good. So that brings us to actors. They were also very good.
Yes.
Very in character. Like I had talked about the barbershop guy. I mean, the butcher shop guy was good too, but the barbershop guy, the way he does his scalping thing was so unsettling and like realistic looking. It was
both of them, the
creepy.
scalper and the scalpee, both did a really good job because I was convinced that
it was creepy and I really enjoyed it. It's a really effective scene.
Everybody in there did a really well done job. Like I said, the guys in the maze they lured us around and said, go this way, go that way, and we got into their trap, so to speak.
Good lines. They'd follow you for a little bit. It was nice because like this isn't at least it wasn't super busy the night we went. So like, we never ran into anyone. No one ever caught up to us. We really the actors really got to toy with us and stuff. And there's at least a person in every single scene, if not more than, at least, there's probably a couple people in every scene to get you. They did a good job at like hiding and stuff like that. Just, they were just really good. So we gave them a 9.
Yes. Moving on for scare factor. This one, like we said, they had some really good places, lots of distractions, just all out really good scares.
Yeah, they did something more effective than I've seen other haunts do, where it's kind of like that you walk into a room and there's things that might be real and things that might be fake, and you're not sure which one. There's a couple times they do this in the haunt. The one that freaked me out the most, I don't actually know if it scared me the most, but the one that freaked me out walking into, they have a room of mannequins. That was creepy, because mannequins are creepy. They just are. But there's a couple times they do this, and each time it at least kind of gave me a jump. There was one time where it really got me, because like I didn't think the one thing was a person at all, and it was. And I'm just like, holy crap. I remember it got me real good. Our one friend who like almost never jumps in haunted houses, they even got him a couple times. That was also with us.
So overall, we gave them, for scare factor, we gave them a 9.
Yeah, it was really good, and the atmosphere was real creepy too. Like I said, gore used really well. Just I've been to scarier, but I would say it was pretty intense, especially for a haunt that's not going to like touch you or anything like that. It was about as intense as a haunt like that can get. So well done, really good job there.
Yeah, definitely. So moving on, we're going to talk about value. This haunt was $20. Takes about 15 minutes to walk through. Mind you, it could be longer. Mm-hmm. They do have potential for it to be longer. And
they do have, and we talked to the guy who runs the place. I don't know if he's the owner, but he runs the place, Jason, and they do plan on expanding as, funds and blah, blah, blah allowed. Because opening a haunt, especially as detailed and as good as this is not an easy feature or an easy endeavor. It's not an easy endeavor. It's really difficult. So I think $20 is more than fair. Yeah, sure, it's not the longest thing ever, but I think the quality definitely makes up for the fact that it's kind of a shorter haunt, and there's definitely room to grow. Definitely support these guys, because it's amazing, like the difference between like going to a haunted house where like people are just kind of doing it for money, and then going to one where it's like a guy that's been like in the industry for years, is really pouring his heart and soul into it, and and same with other people helping them and stuff like that. It really shows. Yeah, I think it really shows, because we've been to, and people say like, oh well, this haunt hasn't been around that long, they haven't been open for that long, so that's why it's not very good yet. And it's like, yeah, but I mean, like this one hasn't been open very long, and it's already really good. Yeah, I think, it's right up there already. Except maybe not in length, but already up there with some of the top haunts, especially in the area. Right, yeah. Considering Columbus has like a ton of haunted houses out there to compete with, and it's like, it's kind of hard, and you really have to be up there, give it your all, and they definitely gave it their all. And I'm really excited to see what they do with it for the coming years. But that brings us to our overall score, which we gave a 9. Like I said, there's not really too much room for improvement. Yeah, we would like to see it longer. It could be longer being said, because I'd say at least a couple of minutes of that is also the dark maze, which I like, but like you really only, if you like cut the dark maze part out, like scene wise, you're only getting like, I don't know, probably like 10, 11 minutes of actual scene stuff, and it felt longer than that, but I timed it. But again, that's going to improve, throughout the years and stuff like that. So essentially, yeah, that's the main thing I'd like to see. It's just more. That's really it, because everything else was pretty on par with any other place I've been to, if not above that. So yeah, definitely looking forward to going back to this place. I highly recommend checking it out. Like if you're going to go to like the Haunted Hoochie or another haunt in that area, definitely make sure to check them out. Definitely worth your time and money. Make sure you check out our other videos. Also, we have our own Facebook page. Make sure to go there, like that. Subscribe to us. We also have a Patreon now, so we can continue to make videos. We'd like to make more videos about horror-related content, haunted houses, movies, all that kind of stuff. But that stuff takes time, and time is money. And that does it for this episode. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.